Good morning? Afternoon? It's afternoon, so it feels weird saying good morning. Welcome back to the homestead.
What's up, beautiful?
Water and plants.
A couple videos back, I talked about the new way that we were growing our tomatoes this year. I apologize for my voice too. It sounds a little, voice sounds a little bit scratchy. Could be allergies, could be a cold. Don't really know what it is, but picked it up or whatever's going on and my voice is super scratchy right now. So I apologize in advance. This video though is gonna be a quick video of Jackie and Emma getting in the garden and getting everything set up. I worked over the weekend, so they really stepped up and got the garden going. We were late on everything, so they got squash planted, they got tomatoes planted, they got everything planted. So I'm gonna cut to a little bit of footage that Jackie shot of that this weekend.
This afternoon, it's Operation Planting. Jack's at work, our schedules have been crazy, and Emma and I have taken it upon ourselves to get some planting done. We just got back from the store, got Emma some new sandbox toys to keep her busy, and I have been doing some planting. This whole bed is a bunch of squashes, so we've got 4 yellow squash, summer squash, and then the 4 black ones are spaghetti squash. And then in here so far, this row is slicing cucumbers, and this row is pickling cucumbers. This stuff has all been planted. Cabbages, broccolis, Swiss chard, kale. And here we've got our lettuces, our spinach, beets this way, and along the back are mustard greens. And then Jack's labor of love this year is his garlic and his onions. And then of course our strawberries looking really good. So yeah, so we are Operation Planting, hopefully before maybe a storm comes through. We'll see. This year we're going to be doing our tomatoes in 5-gallon buckets and putting them on our front porch that gets sun all day long. The reason we're doing this is because in years past, we've done them in our garden beds, and both years we had significant issues that created a lot of damage to the crops. And I personally love tomatoes, and it's been really stinky not getting a good crop of tomatoes each year. So first year we got a ton of blight. The next year we did them in a different place. We spaced them out. We watered them from the bottom. Did okay, but really not as great. Again, probably in previous videos, if you've watched us continuously, you know that our garden space has a massive pine tree right here that shades a lot of it. And so that consistently is an issue, and we think that that's what has been happening with our tomatoes. So we're just doing good old 5-gallon buckets from Tractor Supply. So here's our pile of 5-gallon buckets. Mostly left over from maple sugaring season, so we're just going to reuse those. Got a couple planted already. I'm kind of filtering them into my gardenscape. So I got one there, I got one there, I got one over here. All right, so all I'm doing is taking a 5-gallon bucket and just drilling some holes in the bottom. There we go. So we just drilled a bunch of holes in the bottom, like so. Flip it over, fill it with dirt, and put some tomato plants in it. Yep, just like those. We've done a bunch of buckets so far, and Emma's got some more tomatoes that we're going to be putting in the buckets. So here's our 5-gallon bucket full of dirt, and we're going to plant the tomatoes right in there, right, Emma? We are currently on a rain delay, hanging out in our screen porch until we can get back outside. Emma, what's it doing outside?
Raining out.
Oh, it's raining out. So we're gonna hang out and have some snacks. We are so dirty and we are loving it. Oh man, we're on another rain delay here, but we are almost done. I think Jack may have bought a little bit too many tomatoes, but we're getting through it little by little, and we got all of our herbs planted into little buckets. Yeah, and we're very wet, but we're having a great gardening day. Right, Emma? What are we doing?
Raining out.
It's raining out, but what are we doing?
Planted.
What? Oh yeah, we're planting. Good job. It's raining. But can't ask for much more after doing a bunch of planting. All
Rain.
Roma tomatoes out there. Jack bought a lot. Little herb garden. And lots
Rain.
of rain.
Getting the tomatoes in those containers, getting the squash in the garden was a huge help. It really kind of it made the garden this year so far, because it hasn't really, the garden hasn't really existed. There's been we've had cabbage in there, we've got broccoli in there, we've got our onions and garlic planted, but other than that, there really wasn't much. In other news on the farm, we are down to the final week for the meat birds. I was going to be processing tomorrow, but feeling a little bit under the weather, I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to push it. I have Memorial Day and the day after off. We're going to do the meat birds then. And what about the pigs?
What's up, everybody?
Pigs have been doing pretty well, all things considered. They're pooping in the shelter again, which I'm not really psyched on. We cleaned it out last week and it looked like maybe they had stopped, but they're doing it again. So hopefully once we get them out on pasture, which will be in the next couple weeks, that'll slow down. They'll have some other places to make a poop home, home for their poop, spot to poop. I don't know what you call it, where the pig goes to the bathroom. But hopefully they'll do that so we won't have to clean out the shelter as much. The young female Yorkshire that had the abscess on her back, the first abscess went away after that last video I did, and it went away on its own. I didn't have to do anything. A second one developed further up her back, about the same size, and again, same deal. I didn't touch it, and it has now gone down. It's shrinking day by day. I'm hoping, again, I won't have to do anything to it. Other than that, nothing new to report on the pigs. They're still growing really well. We'll have a video coming out Thursday on a little bit more about how we set up our pig enclosure and what you need to do if you want to start raising pigs on your own. Jackie taking care of that while I was at work was a huge help. It really kind of stresses the importance of having a partnership on your homestead if you have a spouse, where you can share the workload, and kind of where one person may be good at one thing, another person could be good at another. I'm really good at processing chickens. Jackie wants nothing to do with it. I can garden, but Jackie likes to do it more than I do, and that really helps out. It's where we're going to end the video for today. Make sure to head down below and hit that subscribe button if you're not subbed to the channel already. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.